in good company. Today we have 3 new guests, never before seen. We got Dougie Fresh, Eva Ray, Darian Davenport. Welcome to Request in Good Company. Today we are shooting 90s cartoons. We're going to draft it up like we always do. We'll go in order. With the first pick, Davenport, you got it.
I was gonna go Rugrats.
Rugrats?
Yeah.
That's a strong first pick for the 90s.
For the 90s, yeah.
110%.
I agree.
Classic. They even made a movie, so.
I think they made a couple movies.
They did.
Yeah.
In Paris.
And then when they all grew up,
Back in the day, I had an Angelica sweatshirt that I wore the crap out of. My parents acted like Angelica, which is fair.
Give off Angelica energy. That's fair.
I had a Tommy Pickles doll.
Tommy Pickles doll.
I picture you more like Chucky, but that's okay.
Oh. Ain't nothing wrong with Chucky.
Chucky's my favorite character.
Yeah. And they
Besides
did do
Susan
I
Carter.
forget they did the grown-ups too, yeah. Rugrats all grown up. See? That's a good pick.
Okay, so for my first pick, I'm going to pick Beavis and Butthead.
You would. Do you still watch that? I could see you.
If it was on,
Mhm.
and I told this to Sweat earlier, but like growing up, my dad and I would watch Beavis and Butthead, and I was like 4, and he would like have me repeat Beavis and TP for my bunfolio. So brings back good memories. It's a good one.
it's a good one.
What did I get?
My number 1 pick is SpongeBob. Easily the most quoted,
Mm-hmm.
and it technically is a 90s show. 99 is when it started airing.
Statistics.
right at the very end of it. Right at the very end of it. But definitely that's my number 1.
Yeah, I've got, do you remember the I Ripped My Pants song? This was probably more funny if you were there, but we were in Gatlinburg and my dad bent over and we were in public and his pants literally just ripped. And he was so mad, and we kept singing that song. And we sent him the little, because you can do the GIF now, you know, with the SpongeBob turning around. He'll laugh about it now, but he was so mad that day.
I love that. So, my stepdad's like nickname at work apparently for a while was SpongeBob Round Pants because he's a bigger guy. So I thought that was pretty good. He didn't think that was funny either, but
I think it's a little funny.
I think it's funny.
I'd be offended, but yeah.
SpongeBob's a good pick because I feel like everybody has that one SpongeBob episode that like sticks with them.
Yeah.
Like the Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Like that, it's cracking.
Sandy Cheeks trying to hibernate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones.
It is.
The guy with the pickles under his tongue.
Oh, where's my pickles?
Or
See, like Nickelodeon cartoons were so much better than Disney cartoons. Like they had like the Disney Channel favorites, but Nickelodeon, that's where you had like the best cartoons. Except for Saturday mornings on ABC.
I don't think Disney, really had any good cartoons.
Not a whole lot.
They were more like
The live
middle
action.
school age, like the Hannah Montana and
But we're talking
Even
about
Steven, all those shows.
and like we're talking about like just like cartoon shows, like not like the Disney movie cartoons, because that's a whole nother section within itself.
I feel like there's some Disney cartoons that we'll get. I'm not gonna pick it in my
It must
first
be
round.
your pick.
I've got a couple picks in Disney on this list of 17, but
17.
I'm looking. For my number 1 pick, I'm gonna go Doug. Doug Funny. You look for a wife like Patty Mayonnaise.
Did you not see me throw my Easter egg out in there about Doug?
That was my number 1 pick. I'm glad it fell. Roger. Skeeter. Like, the show was amazing.
Who was the blue one?
Skeeter.
Why was he blue?
I have no idea. Roger was green.
Doug was one of the reasons why I wanted inline skates.
With my number 2 pick, I'm gonna take Rocket Power.
It's a good one. Yeah, I was gonna do that one. I always think of the island and the man. Those kids lived their best life.
They had pure freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket Power.
You don't
Never
remember
seen Rocket Power?
They were like the most
Skating,
athletic
surfing.
kids.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Hockey.
talking about. That's what I was
That's
talking
the,
about.
that's the
With the
pizza.
thin slice.
Because they do the hockey on the skates.
This is the one I was talking about, the pizza. Okay.
Tito from Rocket Power,
Yep.
this big smelling guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. They had pizza.
All Eva got from that was the thin slices of pizza.
Yep.
I
Also
just
looked
remember the
really
bikes
good.
and the
Yeah.
surfing
In the
and
show. I can't even remember it.
Oh my gosh. It's funny, you know, when childhood trauma really blanks out for me.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. My number 2 pick, Recess.
Tender.
Dang it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That
TJ
one,
Detweiler.
bubblegum.
Devils.
Bubblegum?
Pink bubblegum. Do you not remember
That's
like
what you, oh yeah, yeah.
it was so
Mhm.
good. I loved Recess.
Is it good? I think, did they make a movie out of that?
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
they
It's
had
on
a
Netflix
movie.
now too.
Is it?
I like how they're like bringing back these shows.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix?
Yep. Recess and the movie.
To watch it.
See, it's like one of the best things about like having a kid is you can force them to watch these cartoons, and they may not be interested, but it's like, hey, you can either not watch it at all, or you can watch it with me. So that's a, you know, strong parenting.
Mhm.
I feel like mine is gonna be said, so I'll let other people have it. But
No, this is the draft. This is. Ain't no friends in this.
like but here's the thing though. Like this other one was like really good. Like I want to go home and watch it.
Enlighten us.
Okay. Cause like I want my kid to have the stuffed animals.
Okay.
Real monsters. Like
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
it
Slept
was
on.
good.
It's very slept on.
Thank you. That's why I wanted to be able to pick it. Did you have that?
Mm-mm.
I know what hers is gonna be for sure next.
It would be.
Yes, I think.
It was such a weird show though,
Yeah, I'm always.
and I think that's why I like it. Just because it's so weird. The guy with the eyeballs and armpit hair. Like that's.
That's why I think my kids should have the stuffed animals like that was
Yeah. Whoever came up with that was definitely.
on acid.
Yeah, he was on something.
Mhm.
Without a doubt.
Just a random candy cane with a mouth. Like it was Christmas time. Like they were all looking at the candy cane like.
Everybody, like, I don't know, they had to really be on acid or something, just tripping, maybe mushrooms, some sort of psychedelic. But that was a good show.
Great show.
Absolutely.
Could nobody in this world tell us that plot of that show though right now?
Absolutely not. No.
They just did things. And
Yep.
we're in the sewer sometimes.
Yes.
That is all I can remember from that show.
I just remember the weird monsters and it making me feel like slightly uncomfortable as a child, but I enjoyed watching it.
Like, I've seen a couple other shows, I don't want to name them in case people say them, but that give you the same type of feeling, like creepy-ish,
Yeah.
animated.
We'll have a lot of like honorable mentions at the end of this video because there were so many cartoons in the 90s
Mm-hmm.
I know.
that you just have flashbacks of in your mind.
Like,
Some you just forget about.
I'm excited for Darian's next pick.
Okay.
She's been gassing it up. I'm
Y'all are
excited.
gonna hate it. My second pick is Blue's Clues.
oh, no.
What?
You
Does that
just
count
got
as a
a
cartoon?
letter. No, it is a cartoon.
It
Listen.
does
Is the main character?
We
What?
just got a letter. We just got a letter.
We just, okay.
It's got a whole human in it. Is it
But
a
it's got
cartoon?
the salt and pepper shakers are cartoons. The dogs are
The-
cartoons.
exactly.
It's a cartoon.
That counts.
I think everything is animated
What do
in
you think,
it,
Flag?
besides the main guy. What was his name?
Steve.
And he went MIA. And then did you see like his like YouTube and like TikTok video?
Mm-hmm. He came
What do you
back.
do?
He was like, I miss Blue or something. I never watched this one. That wasn't a show for me.
You never watched Blue's Clues. You didn't have the little thinking pad.
Nah.
I had the little, the
Uh-huh.
little pad. Yeah.
like you have to like find him on TikTok.
It's like reconnecting with the kids like us that grew up with him.
Is it weird? Is that why
No,
you're doing
It's
that?
not weird.
I started like just hysterically crying.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, I know that, you know, this show is a safe space for you. Yeah, and then like he posted another TikTok, and he, like, Steve, for Blue's Clues Date, he posted another TikTok, he's like, hey, how are you? I thought this man was looking through
Your soul.
yeah,
Yeah.
through my screen into my soul.
My third pick is Move It Football Head.
Oh,
Arnold.
that's a good one.
Yeah. So
That's a good one.
that was a good one. I still remember when they tried to get him to break into the apartment because the window pane at the ceiling was shaped like his head, and stoop kids too afraid to leave the fort. Yeah, that. So that was a.
I wonder where Hey Arnold was like based out of. Like it seems like a Chicago type.
Yeah, it
Situation.
does.
Yeah.
You could tell like in that somebody whoever wrote that had been through some things. Like no, seriously, like stays with his grandma and grandpa.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
doesn't have his parents there.
That's true.
But you can't ever
Was
forget
picked
the
on.
shrine.
So,
Mhm.
the
Picked on by the
bubblegum
love of his
shrine?
life. With the gum.
Yes.
But did it have pictures and stuff too?
Yes.
It had lots of
I think it had
hair.
a football too for the head.
It was the first like crazy girlfriend on TV.
That was,
Like,
that's another one that kind of made you like slightly uncomfortable, at least me. But I loved that. It's like one of my, that would have been my pick.
Gerald, first cartoon with a nice afro. Shout out to Gerald.
Oh yeah.
I like Arnold's like little ears.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Great song.
What's the girl's name?
Helga.
Helga. Did she have a hair coming out of a mole? Or not imagine
I don't
that?
think so.
They ended up like kissing in the show or something. No, they finally got it together.
Did they?
Yeah? Oh, okay. I must have been invested. Y'all weren't invested.
I feel like I remember something about that. 'Cause
Arnold.
I think there was an episode where they were in like a swan boat thing,
Mhm.
but for some reason Arnold got swapped out with the creepy kid,
Oh.
and they
Mhm.
ended up kissing.
Says the
Helga.
movie. Helga confesses her love to Arnold and
I
kisses
think.
him passionately
Wow.
after she gets caught red-handed by him trying to help him in a secret.
Is that a Disney? Or that was a Nickelodeon
That was
show?
Nick.
Yeah.
That's Nick.
Hey, Nickelodeon shows, when they became movies and you got the orange tape,
Mm-hmm.
nostalgia.
Still got some of those.
Nostalgia.
Okay, so third pick, cat dog.
Mm.
Cat dog. No.
Mhm.
Cat. That's a good one. Yeah. Does anybody?
Cat dog?
Nobody like cat dog?
Yeah, it was one that I couldn't like.
I had too many questions about it.
Mhm.
I had too many
Like-
questions about cat dog that weren't answered. Like, how do they
How does-
poop?
That,
Because when I was a kid, like, you know, you're fascinated with like poop.
I'm still fascinated with poop. And I still
It
So,
came out in '98.
okay. But no, cat dog was good. But I will say, like, going back now and like watching it as an adult, it wasn't that good. I know my kid wasn't nearly as invested as I hoped that she would be, but it wasn't as good as what I thought it was.
What you remembered.
Another food theme, hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Fresh, what you got?
Alright. My number 3 pick is Gargoyles.
Whoa. Whoa.
What was it?
Gargoyles.
Was that the done? No.
No, that's when they were like
Y'all might have to
statues.
look it
They're
up.
crime
Yeah.
I
fighters,
know what
pretty
you're
much.
talking about. I know.
That's an amazing. That was a Saturday morning, right after another show that is probably gonna get said, Lord willing. But I love that show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I had the action
I
figures.
ever
No?
saw this.
When did this
It was
come?
good. I feel like it'd come on late at night for some
Mm.
reason.
My older
I
cousins
did the
would
Saturday
watch
mornings
those.
ones where it
Saturday
come out.
mornings.
Mhm.
I feel like
It was
this
on a
like
certain channel that had like all kind of like superhero TV shows and stuff
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, I never watched that.
I wasn't very into it. I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting.
I feel like it's,
That's a pick for the people, Doug.
is it,
People are gonna like that show. I'm telling you, there's a certain group of people that like the superhero movies now.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely different. It's not like Hey Arnold or Cat Dog or those
Yeah.
kind of, it's kind of like a darker, almost drama, I feel like,
Yeah.
in it.
Maybe like anime. But not
Kind
without
of, but-
looking anime,
Mhm.
somewhat anime. The
It's close.
storyline.
It's a borderline. Which
Eva
is
was not a fan of that one.
yeah. I don't know what the gargoyles did to you. They're out here protecting and serving.
Don't. I can't say I remember really. Like my cousins probably, but I don't. No, good. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll forgive.
For my third pick, I'm going Pokemon. It was highly slept on.
You are a guy, so of course you're gonna pick Pokemon.
Pokemon was a generational thing. You had the cards, you had Game Boy games, you had people buying it on Nintendo 64, Pokemon Coliseum. They
Yeah,
were
I mean,
buying.
the
Go ahead.
games and stuff were cool, but I wasn't into the show.
So,
The show made the games and stuff more fun for me.
Yeah.
It made like, oh, why is Charizard? Why does everybody love Charizard? Because he's a dragon, and now he's now they give him attitude in the show, and he's like Pikachu. And it went on for 20, 26 years.
It's still going on.
yeah,
No, he just finished it. He finally finished the league or
it's all
something.
done. We still got games though. Like what was Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
It was so popular for everybody.
Pokemon Go.
So
Your show.
I hang out with. I wanted to hang out with you guys because I thought I was gonna get like a refuge from Pokemon. Because I married a nerd. He's a hot nerd, but I married a nerd who still loves Pokemon. He bought like the little Pokeball that like with the little thing with his Switch. Like I know too much about Pokemon, and I try so hard to like block it out and like kind of glaze over when he starts talking about it. But it like Squirtle, that's a cute turtle. But he's trying so hard to get Luna into it, and now she likes it. I refuse to watch it because I hear about Pokemon
You gotta get in.
all the time. It is physically painful. If I was to go like to Walmart and go get him a pack of Pokemon cards, okay, here you go. He would be so happy.
Then you should probably do that.
Absolutely.
If that's all you gotta do to make him happy.
Don't want to encourage
I
his.
don't want to encourage. I don't want to encourage the Pokemon. Gary. He had Pokemon Go downloaded onto my phone, and he wouldn't just play on his phone. He would play on my phone. And on my phone, I had to go in the parking garage where I used to park. And there's a Pokemon gym, and he would make me go and do the little swigs.
For my last pick, I'm going Rocco's Modern Life. Is that what you wanted?
Yes,
Hate to see it.
that was so good though.
It was a great show.
That was so good.
Came out in '92, and it's literally a wallaby from Australia
Uh-huh.
comes to the United States and has to endure real life. He's got a dog and a friend, and that's all he got.
And the cow.
Yeah, cows.
I like
Oh,
cows.
heifer,
That have-
Is that his name?
heifer, and a turtle
So
and
like
glasses.
down in the south, you can use the term heifer to mean two things. Like if you were to say, "Hey heifer," like that's like a nice thing. Like, "Hey girl, how you doing?" But if maybe it's a Kentucky thing, I don't know. Or if someone's like, "Gosh, she's a heifer," or, no, I wouldn't even say it like that. Like, that old heifer. Like that would be a mean thing to say.
I think both would be a mean thing to say.
I wouldn't. Yeah. For my last pick, it is the Magic School Bus.
Oh
If I
man.
could
It's
give you
Frizzle.
a
Knuckles
now,
snap.
yeah.
Is that what you were gonna pick?
uh-huh. Yeah, you got to do all kinds of fun things with Miss Frizzle.
Mhm.
I always joke with Taylor and say she looked like Miss Frizzle. Especially.
I like the Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
I feel like we watched it a lot in
In school.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it actually was educational.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining at the same time too.
Beep beep.
She was
I
a
love
terrible
it.
teacher though.
Yeah,
She wasn't.
No, she wasn't. She was a
She-
hands-on teacher.
She was taking people inside of people. That's
I
insane.
loved
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
like they would like ride their school bus on like a cell.
She didn't have permissions to do that. I can guarantee you she didn't have permission to do that.
Well, let me say. So
Violating.
back in the '90s, it didn't matter that she didn't need permission. But if it was today, she must be getting permission.
She would need to sign consent.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that was wild show.
That is so good though.
And the dresses that she always wore.
Mhm.
She always had a crazy outfit with crazy earrings. And the little thing, was it an iguana?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The little iguana on her shoulder.
that's still a good Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Like when people dress up like that, it's cool.
So it was whenever I dyed my hair red. It was either you or Goodlip that called me Miss Frizzle.
I'll take that one.
That's frozen.
Over the, I've been burned so many times.
It's fine. I call Taylor Miss Frizzle all the time.
It's okay.
With the, no, they've
It's all
actually
in
been very
love.
good. They've actually been very good, like impressive. Rick James's couch was the best one by
She had on a leather jacket.
far. No, that was
Oh.
Daniel said I looked like what's up, Grease Lady? And then fourth for my
Final
fourth.
pick.
Final pick. Okay, Ren and
Stimpy.
What's the one?
Yeah, I remember in Stimpy.
that's another one that like I just remember I'm looking up the photos of it. That's another one where even like as a kid, there were jokes on there that I knew were like mildly inappropriate.
Yeah, I feel like my parents wouldn't let me watch Ren and Stimpy for real.
It could get inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like look at like
I mean, look at them.
They're goofy. Goofy looking for sure.
well, the bold one looked slightly inappropriate, like at all times.
Oh
You know.
my, it does.
Yeah, it really. But no, that Ren and Stimpy was another solid Nickelodeon show.
I don't know if you guys remember, but it's Arthur.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good.
That was another one I feel like that we got to watch a lot in school.
Yeah.
That
so more because of Arthur.
That
That
was
was so.
That was a sneak peek. Yeah, that was good.
I have two more. I have honorable mentions. I didn't think I would have any, but I've got them.
We got them.
I've got it. I don't know if the one of them might not be it. It might be an 80s cartoon.
I don't know. Everyone's in there for it,
Yeah,
and nobody did Ed and Eddie.
I didn't like Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Really?
Hated it, actually.
Really?
Did
I
not
liked
like it one
just,
bit.
Just wasn't in my top.
Yeah.
Did they ever even find out what kind of animal Arthur was? There was a lot of debate.
I don't
It's like
know.
an aardvark or something. I don't even know what that is.
A what?
An aardvark?
See, okay.
Is
This one, I know that it's not from.
yeah, I don't know what an aardvark is, but that is.
He doesn't even look like an aardvark. They have like a long nose.
I like the memes where it's like him with his fist. Or
Yeah.
the one where it's like, how is he listening to
He
music?
does not look like that.
Mm-mm.
The headphones are like on his face and not his ears.
Yeah.
That's
How is
insulting.
he listening to music?
Okay.
My honorable mentions, I got Captain Planet.
I don't even think about
With
that.
our powers combined. Yeah, that's the one. The X-Men show. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That was scary.
Mickey Mouse Club. And that's what I had. Those were going to be my next picks.
Can we do them outside of a little bit outside of the 90s?
You can just say your best shows.
Okay. Bluey, one of my all-time favorites.
Isn't that new?
It is new,
Oh,
but Bluey is a solid pick. I don't care. It makes me feel like I'm not a very good parent sometimes, but it's a solid because they always play with their kids on there. They're always wanting to play with their kids, and I love my kid, but it's all the time. I love that show. Bluey, Vampirita, another solid Disney Junior. Parents, if any parents are watching, Vampirina, love it. Honorable mention, that's I think 70s is when it started, was the Bernstein Bears.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had, okay, so
I had their books.
Oh, yeah. But, like, here's the thing, though, is a movie that stuck with me from the Bernstein Bears that I used to watch in the 90s. It was on a VHS tape. I would always watch it at my dad's. It was about this, basically, like, Mama Bear was washing a bunch of apples, and Sister Bear didn't want to eat this apple, or, like, said they shouldn't have picked that apple, whatever, because it was, like, misshapen and ugly.
I feel like you're thinking of Adam and Eve right now.
I'm not.
Jeez.
Go back to Genesis. This is not about that. No. So the thing was like, I think Mama Bear showed how like Mama Bear cut into like the misshapen apple and like showed that like, okay, it may not be so good looking on the outside, but it's what's inside that counts. And so that is like stuck with me ever since.
It's very deep. It's a deep
So-
story.
And Franklin. I
yeah.
loved Franklin.
That's always a hot joke when you tell somebody they look like Franklin. It's always a hot joke.
They
Did
just
y'all
come
watch
with
the
Franklin.
PB&J Otter show?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched
Yeah.
that not too long ago.
Really?
Yes, that was so good. PB&J Otter. Man, like Franklin, that just Arthur. Bernstein Bears, those are good ones.
But you got fresh.
You said PBJ and Otter. I thought of Dragon Tales.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
Didn't
I
mention
really
the
like Dragon Tales.
Teletubbies?
90s.
That was a creepy show, I thought.
Oh, yeah,
The
1997.
vacuum.
Told ya.
You're right.
The Sun Baby?
I
The
love
sun.
the Sun Baby.
I couldn't watch it because the vacuum freaked me out. It
So
sucked me up. or
Barney was
something.
in 92. And now they made it animated. It doesn't count. But
Barney.
I was a Barney kid.
I was too at Barney
Mhm.
Sheets.
Had a little Barney and that baby Bop and BJ. Honorable mentions.
I got a couple. Powerpuff Girls.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Powerpuff Girls. You know who you are.
And another one, The Wild Thornberries, which I feel like a lot of people
Yes.
either hate it or you love it.
That's what I said
Love it.
earlier, was I hated that show.
I like.
I liked it, but I only liked the little guy who's like,
Yeah.
I loved it.
Just run around. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I could never get into it. I don't
See?
know why.
Well, I don't know why, like, out of all of them, that one's one of the ones that's, like, polarizing, because I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Well, was it Niles? Or no, it was,
Nigel Thornberry.
Nigel,
Nigel, yeah.
yes, Nigel Thornberry, and then what was the monkey's name? Was it, like,
Darwin.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Man, I got a good memory. Sheesh.
I remember seeing the movie in theaters, and they had like the scratch and sniff stickers. You remember that?
Yeah.
That 90s nostalgia.
But yeah, that was a good one.
You know what I just thought about is Digimon. You watch Digimon?
What?
Digimon?
I
It's a
don't-
superior show to Pokemon, but
I've
Pokemon
heard.
had so much nostalgia with it. It
That was,
had-
was that a Cartoon Network?
No.
I
it
don't
was
know
a-
what it was.
That came on something that.
Yeah, it might have been Cartoon Network or Toonami.
No. Okay, so I know it came on one of the most basic channels that you could get
ABC.
I remember that one. Oh, and what about Speed Racer?
No,
The-
garbage.
Yeah, but do y'all remember it?
Yeah.
I don't
What was
watch
it?
it.
They made a real movie
Here
of that.
comes Speed Racer.
Terrible. Dragon Ball Z should have been in there.
Please do
Can you
not
just
use
do
this
the-
against me.
Again.
I was all for it.
Can we end on that with her
Yeah.
hand movements?
I'm gonna
Just cut out the
include that.
words.
Just cut everything she said. So
Please
Like,
don't.
randomly-
don't even ask what
Diving
she's
in.
talking
No.
about. Just no. So that's a wrap. I want to thank you guys for being on Requested Good Company. It was an amazing episode. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys come back. Because we're always requesting good company.